गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So we have been seeing that when Purvapakshi says duality is experienced by everybody, it's not that duality is not experienced. As you quoted in the example of the Thaimira, a disease called Timira. A person who is suffering from Timira, he cannot see the second moon. Suffering from Timira, he sees second moon. A healthy person doesn't see. So, but then that way, there is no experience, a condition where duality is not perceived. So, Purvapakshi says duality is perceived by everybody. So, answer is no, in the Samadhi and deep sleep state, this is not experienced. But then it says, no, in deep sleep state, the perception of duality is not taking place because the individual is preoccupied with something else in the deep sleep state. Therefore, you cannot say that the objects are absent, duality is absent, but the person is preoccupied with something else, like pot covered by darkness. So it doesn't mean pot doesn't exist, but the darkness is covering it. When the light comes, the focus is there, the pot is seen. Similarly, this person's focus is not on duality, he is preoccupied with something else and therefore he is not seeing the duality in the deep sleep state, not seeing the waking plane and dreams plane. That was what said. No, answer is because sarva agrahanat, because there is nothing. Sushuptehe agrahanam anya asaktavatati chetana sarva agrahanat, because there is total non-perception of everything in deep sleep state. So, jagrat sapnayoho anyasya grahanat sattvam eva iti chet. Now again you say, if you say that duality is existing because the objects are perceived in waking plane and dream, because when you say, the logic is that in deep sleep state, objects are not perceived, the duality is not there. In the waking plane and dream plane, objects are perceived, therefore duality is there. So why can't the same logic is applied here? No, because the perception, so Jagrat Sapnayoho Anyasya Grahanat Sattvam Chetana Abhijagrutatvat Jagrat Sapnayoho. No, it's not possible because this Jagrat Avastha and Sapna Avastha are created by Avidya, Avidyakrita. That Avidya which is creating Antahkarana, and through that Antahkarana, these two states are perceived. These vibrating states, one is waking plane, other is dream state, are perceived. Yad Anyagrahanam Jagrat Sapnayoho तद अविद्याकृतम अविद्या अभावे अभावात्. So Jagrut Sapnayoho yet Anya Grahanam, the sense of or the perception of otherness in the Jagrata Avastha and Swapna Avastha are because of Avidya. They are because of Avidya, ignorance. They are created by ignorance. Avidya abhave abhavat. So when the ignorance is removed, Avidya is removed, then the perception of these two kinds of states as duality also will not take place. So now, Sushuptehe agrahanam api avidya iti chet. Okay, now the question is, in the deep sleep state also, you mentioned that there is sarva agrahanat. There is total non-perception of everything. In the deep sleep state, there is nothing perceived. No object is perceived. So, the non-perception of every object in the deep sleep state is also the result of ignorance, if I say so. Here, now, why? Swabhavikatvat. Now here the answer begins. Because it is non-perception of duality is not in the deep sleep state, is not because of ignorance, because it is the very nature of self. Now, by nature, the nature of self is non-perception. The swabhava of Atma, the self, is non-perception. In Chandogya Upanishad, Indra goes to Prajapati. And the Prajapati says, that state, deep sleep state, which is calm, composed, absence of dreams, in that state is natural state of self, he says. Then Indra thinks, and then he comes to conclusion in the beginning, that means in the deep sleep state, there are two things are not seen. That is, the self is not knowing any other vastu and also not knowing himself. Therefore, the self is attained non-existence, and hence he considered that non-existence as reality. Again, it was corrected subsequently. Studies continue. So, there, the nature of self is what? Non-perception of duality in the deep sleep state. So, the Atma, by nature, it is non-perception. Atma's nature is not to perceive. It is by nature, it is non-perception. It is a natural state of the self. That is called Swabhava. What is Swabhava of true Swabhava? Because, Aharahar Brahma Gacchati. Where is that in deep sleep state we are in? We are within ourselves, with ourselves, by ourselves. There is no specific or Vishesha Jnanam in the deep sleep state. Because there is no Antahkarana. Everything is dissolved. When everything is dissolved, and in that deep sleep state, one is not aware of himself also through vritti, and therefore he is existing but is not aware of himself also. So deep sleep state is the state of, in that state the self is remaining himself all by himself. Then what is awakening? Wakeful sleep. So same state, that non-perception, you are in waking plane, example, waking state, but not perceiving anything. Waking state and not perception, and there are no dreams also. That means what? It's called wakeful sleep. So that wakeful sleep is indicated or told or explained, briefed as the state of realization. So in deep sleep state, that self is with himself. Ignorance is present as a seed form, But it is the nature of the self, is the nature of Swabhava. Swabhava of Atma is non-perception. It is not to perceive. So here, Swabhavikatvat. Now the question comes now. Dravyasya hi tattvam avikraya para anapekshatvat. Para anapekshatvat. Now, any dravya you take, any substance, dravyasya hi tattvam, the reality, that is called tattvam, of any substance. You take any substance, dravyasya, what is that? Where is that reality of any substance? The reality, tattvam, of any substance, that is dravya, exists in its non-mutability. It is immutability. Any substance you take. If a substance is constantly changing, then it has no tattvam of its own. So a vastu is there, it is not changing in time, in place, and nothing, no external factor is causing that vastu to change. Then that vastu is called as tattvam of that particular, that is the tattvam of the substance. If the reality of that is tattvam, and then suppose if the object is changing, constantly changing, that vastu dravya substance is changing, that means it has not got its own tattvam. So such kind of a fleeting vastu in time, space, caused by external factors also, causation, it cannot be called or addressed as having some tattvam. The moving clouds. What is the nature of the cloud? Tattvam of the cloud. There is no tattvam. It is changing. So what is the nature of the world? So change is the tattvam of the world. That means it has not got its own substance or tattvam. So a vastu which is constantly changing has not got any reality of its own. So the real tattvam is dravyasya tattvam avikraya. If you say the real tattvam, the substance, the reality of any substance is, it lies in its immutability. Immutability means not changing. So, in non-mutability or avikraya. Because para anapekshatvat. Because what is that? See, that vastu, substance, that is the reality of the substance. It is lies in its non-mutability or immutability, because that vastu is not depending on any other external source for its existence. Para anapekshatvat. Now you say dream plane and waking plane are depending on external causes. Not but deep sleep state. What is the Purvapakshi is arguing? Purvapakshi is arguing somehow to bring duality through any window, to prove that there is some kind of duality between Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. There is some kind of difference is there. It cannot be any non-duality. But the question is that, so his arguments are that the deep sleep state and ignorance is there, and what is the cause of non-perception in deep sleep state? It can be called as because of avidya. No, the perception of the objects or duality in the waking plane as well as in dream plane are due to avidya. So the causative factors which are contributing in perception of the duality in waking and dream states, the factors are many, but pointed out and ultimately boils down to avidya. But same rule cannot hold with regards to deep sleep state, wherein the causative factor which is causing the self not to perceive anything in deep sleep state is avidya. You cannot say like this. Because it is svabhava. Because nature of self is non-perception. So Dravya Vastu, we take reality of Tattvam lies in its non-mutability. So the deep sleep state is not caused by, because what is it now? When external causes are withdrawn, that is the self, when some other external causes are functioning or operational, dream state and waking states are created. When they are withdrawn, self is withdrawn, meaning self exists in its own natural state, it is called deep sleep state. So deep sleep state is not caused by any other external factors. Meaning what? Because in the deep sleep state, where is the self? The self is in its own self. That is the meaning. So in that condition of self, existing in its own self, is not caused. The state of sleep with respect to mind, you can say that no, oh thak gaya, isliye neend aa gayi, thakavat is causing. But then what is the nature or the state of self in the deep sleep state? We are talking about not the states of the brain or the mind, etc., or intellect, etc., or vrittis, etc., but we are talking about the condition of self. Now the condition of self in the waking plane and dream plane is existing or expressing as knower. Think. So self is appearing as knower of waking plane, knower of dream plane. But in deep sleep state, there is, so what is happening? Avidya is a causative factor which is causing the self appear as, manifest as knower. Though there is really not change in the pure self, but self is appearing because of internal organs, that is Anthakarana, it is appearing as knower of waking plane, knower of. But then same external cause is not functioning in the deep sleep state. So self is not manifesting as knower in deep sleep state. There is a difference between drashta and druk. So druk is not drashta. So here Dravyasya hi tattvam avikraya para anapekshitva. Vikriya na tattvam. If suppose it is modifying constantly, then it is not got of its own any reality of its own. The substance has not got its own reality. Why? Because para apekshitva. Depending on other factors for its existence. So which is now for a dream state and deep sleep state, sorry, waking plane and dream state are depending on external factors. But deep sleep state is not depending. It is the removal of those temporary withdrawn and merged, meaning what? Self is totally freed and existing in its own self. Avidya is in its what you call cause form. It is not operating, it is not manifesting. The self is freed from this avidya, in the sense avidya is there clouding, but then it is not a functioning through avidya, becoming knower, etc. It is in its own state. This differentiation. So nahi karaka apeksham vastunaha tattvam. That's a beautiful thing. Therefore, so karaka apeksham vastunaha tattvam. So the essence of vastu or tattvam of the vastu is not karaka apeksham, meaning depending upon any external factors. Sato visheshaha, sataha visheshaha, karaka apekshaha, visheshascha vikriya. Now that is a thing. So therefore, here, if it is existing, sataha visheshaha, meaning what? Any speciality that is existing in any substance. Vishesha. What Vishesha? Guna, Kriya, Karma, all those things, Visheshas. Rupa. So sato visheshaha, if there is any speciality of any existing of any substance, any speciality of any substance which is existing, then karakāpekshaha, meaning it is definitely, surely, 100% based on external factors. If any peculiarity is seen in any vastu, that means it is depending on many other external sources. Visheshascha vikriya, and speciality or visheshascha vikriya. Vishesha means vikriya. Speciality means it is a modification. Any speciality of any vastu you take, that means it is depending on external factors. It is caused by some other external causes. Therefore, vishesha means change. There is no reality of it. So beautiful. So any vishesha. Therefore, Brahma is nirvishesha. And what is our thinking? Our thinking of spirituality is losing one speciality and trying to gain other speciality. Our thinking. So our one speciality is I am ignorant of this text, Vishesha. Now what is a spiritual progress? Knower of the text, special Vishesha added. So I am very happy and I am progressing. और बेवकूफ़ी है कि नहीं? Therefore, येन त्यजसि तत् त्यज, that by which you have renounced all these things, that you renounce. You renounce that with which you have already renounced, so-called you are claiming that you have renounced many things. मैंने वो छोड़ दिया, मैंने ये छोड़ दिया, मैंने उसको छोड़ दिया, मैंने इनको छोड़ दिया, मैंने घर को छोड़ दिया, परिवार को छोड़ दिया, मैंने बुरे विचार को छोड़ दिया, बुरे आदत को छोड़ दिया, आजकल ऐसा सोच छोड़ दिया मैंने. What is that who is dropping all these things? Ego. So ena tyajasi tat tyaja. Therefore, visheshascha vikriya, jagrat sapnayoscho grahanam. Thus, and the perception of waking, plane, Jagrat Swapnayoscha Grahanam Visheshaha. So therefore, the perception of duality or the perceiving waking plane and the dream plane indicates it is speciality, it is a Vishesha, it is a peculiarity. This peculiar mode, something is happening there. That avidya from the avyakta state, it is becoming vyakta. Because of that, Anthakarana is created. And the self is reflected in the same Anthakarana, and it is taking the position as knower, and again re-illumining the objects of the dream as well as waking plane, and there is a sambandha established between the so-called born knower, who is a reflection of the self, and the objects known, and then sambandha is established, then the vyavahara is continued. So it is literally a shadow play. Shadow knower, shadow objects. The light which is supporting your own movement of fingers, which is because of which you are creating a shadow play on the screen, is unaffected by mutually opposing or friendly shadows on the screen. The light is unaffected. The same sun is illumining the fool, same sun is illumining the lazy person as well as active person. But he is neither lazy nor active. So one side self has become knower, same self again has become appearing as different manifested objects. There is no change in the self. So but this one shadow is catching other shadow, one is claiming the lordship over the other. Therefore, here this Jagrat Swapnayoscho Grahanam Visheshaha. So this perception of duality in waking plane and dream state is a peculiarity. It's a vishesha. It's a change. It's a modification. It's a mutability. Therefore, which is causing it? External factors. What is it? Avidya. In the deep sleep state, this is not there. So, the nature of self is non-perception, not perception. What is our thinking? Our thinking is spiritual progress means not perceiving the world, but perceiving something else. What is spiritual progress? Not happy with what objects we are seeing, but we will start seeing something which is invisible. Spiritual progress. Listening to something which is invisible. Spiritual progress. So that what is happening? A shift is taking place from one Vishesha to other Vishesha. So we are not trying to become Nirvishesha. So what is the Naishkarmya Siddhi? Nishkramano Brahmano Bhavaha. Naishkarmya. So Nishkramanam it is called. So leaving one state, trying to change and modify ourselves to another state, and thinking that state is better than present state. Therefore, when I change to that state, it is called spiritual progress. तेलुगु में एक प्रोवर्ब है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है whether it is a pattar made up of this matter or pattar made up of what you call iron or gold or silver, दान तो टूटेगा ही. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? मैं सोना का पत्थर से तुझे मारूं या चांदी की पत्थर से तुझे मारूं, चोट तो लगेगा ही. Whether what is the position of one Vishesha to other Vishesha? And we are constantly roasted in this pan called Visheshata. यदि यस्य न अन्यापेक्षम स्वरूपम तत्तस्य तत्वम, यद अन्यापेक्षम न तत् तत्वम, अन्य अभावे अभावात्, तस्मात् स्वाभाविकत्वात् जागृत स्वप्नवत् न सुषुप्ते विशेषः. Good. Now, यदि यस्य न अन्यापेक्षम, no, reality of a thing is that, what is tattvam? The reality of any vastu, substance. What is that reality? It is that which exists in its own right, in its own state. See, yadhi yasya na anyapeksham swarupam. The nature of that any substance which exists in its own right, in its own place, in its own might, not depending on any external factor. So there is no other vastu other than Atma or pure self or Brahman which falls in this category. Every vastu in the universe other than Brahma, was created in the entire creation, other than substratum called Brahma, who is not a part of a creation. Everything has got its own vishesha. Chemical property, physical properties, functional properties, in relation with other objects. Is the tamasha nahi hai spiritual progress. Tamasha nahi hai. That is why pranayama shatena va Acharya Shankara says. Shankaracharya says, You may even do thousands of varieties of pranayama. You will become only one Vishesha to other Vishesha. You may become sick to healthy man. That's it. And earlier, you are having a false notion that I am a sick man. Okay, you became healthy. Now ego started now. Another problem. So what is the result of pranayama? Ego strengthened. What is the result of intellectual knowledge? Ego strengthened. What is the result of performing various activities and karmas? Ego strengthened. तो एक विशेष से दूसरा विशेष. अभी तक मैं जीवन में कुछ नहीं किया, एक विशेष. आजकल बहुत कुछ कर रही हूं, दूसरा विशेष. बस हो गया बात. सो निर्विशेषत्वम इज वेरी वेरी टफ. इसके लिए परम वैराग्य चाहिए. पूर्ण वैराग्य is required for this. Nirvisheshata. It's a wonderful thing. And as long as vasanas are there, so long it will not allow you to think of the word called nirvisheshata. It's only visheshata. Funny. Post retirement, one Vishesha. Before retirement, another Vishesha. Now responsibilities are not fulfilled, one Vishesha. Responsibilities are fulfilled, another Vishesha. सारा जीवन एक विशेष को छोड़ के दूसरा विशेष पकड़ते हैं. ना दूसरा विशेष को पकड़ के पहला विशेष को छोड़ते हैं. So, yadhi yasya na anyapeksham swarupam tattasya tattvam. So, that nature of substance which is not depending on any external factors, so the reality of a thing which is not depending on any other thing, and that becomes its own swarupa. Anya abhave, yad anyapeksham na tattvam. If it is depending on other factors, then it is no tattvam. It has no reality of its own. So where is that nirvisheshata? Nirvisheshata is load shedding. Tough. Yad anyapeksham na tattvam. Why? Suppose it is depending on other factors for its existence, it cannot be called as the reality of a substance. Because when other external factors are absent or removed, this also gets annihilated. The cup is existing because of so many factors. Shape is maintained. It is existing on table. Earthquake, so earth should not be moved. The quake should not be there in the earth. Earthquake comes, it can't exist. Wind should not be there. So depending on conducive winds, conducive earth movements, the gravity, forces present in the atmosphere, and nobody is disturbing absence of the external forces, application of external forces on this object. Therefore, this but then within the time is depending on that. So in time it gets annihilated. So many factors. Therefore, tasmat, therefore, swabhavikatvat. So, jagrut swapnavat sushuptehe na sushuptehe vishesha. So, that sleep, sushupti avastha, that is non-perception in the sleep state, is natural, unlike Jagrata avastha and Swapna avastha. So that is it. So it is intrinsic. So it is not depending on avidya, because avidya is causing waking plane and the dream state. Therefore, you say same avidya is causing the non-perception of duality in the deep sleep state. No, it is wrong. Now, again, another factor is taken for discussion. And moreover, yes, another factor is taken for discussion. Yesham punaha Ishvaraha anyah atmanaha karyam cha anyat tesham bhaya anivrittihi bhayasya anya nimittatvat. Now again you take duality. Now they say, okay, now waking plane, dream plane, that state, three states we analyze. Now let us see, come to Yesham punaha Ishvaraha anyaha. For some people, for those, one category is there. So, now bhaya, the existence of fear, the fear factor is because of duality. Now that fear, the source of fear could be anything. So now that Purvapakshi analyzing this another question through another angle, he says, Yesham, for those again, punaha again, Ishvaro anyaha atmanaha Ishvaro anyaha. God is different from them, their own self, Atma. Ishvara is separate from their own self called Jiva. So Ishvara is anyat, other than me. Ishvara is not me, is other than me. Plus karyam cha, and also atmanaha karyam cha, and also this world, the creation, which is a karyam, effects, is also separate from me. Abhi jiva, jagat, Ishvara, bheda is created. The jiva says, jagat is different from me, Ishvara is different from me. So this Dvaita Bhava is reiterated, told, experienced, or what do you call, emphasized, not by Ishvara. Ishvara doesn't say that the Jagat and the Jiva are separate from me. Ishvara doesn't say. Jagat also doesn't say that Jiva and Ishvara are different from me. Jagat is inert, so it has no say. So among these three, and apart from these three, there is no fourth entity. Fourth entity is a non-entity. Non-entity not of this category. Fourth is the substratum. So it is not an entity. It is a presence. It is a it is a consciousness. It has not got its own properties. Guna, Kriya, Vishesha, Sambandha, all these are not there for Brahman. Because an entity means a personality. Entity means a separate identity. So Brahman is not like that. He is Nirvishesha. So out of these three, only Jiva is screaming all the time that Ishvara is other than me, Jagat is other than me. And there is no fourth factor other than three in the empirical world. In the empirical state of existence, only Jiva, Ishvara and Jagat are there. Quite interesting. Since Ishvara doesn't say that Jagat and Jiva is other than me, so he has no duality from his state. So he is Nirbhayatvam, he is attained the state of fearlessness. But he is not scared of Jagat, he is not scared of Jiva. And he is also not scared of Prakriti, because Prakriti is under his control. So he is not scared, absolutely fearless. He is not scared of Brahman also because he knows that his Swarupa is Brahma only. Brahma only is Ishvara. Maya Vapad Visishta Chaitanyam is Ishvara. So that is the Bhat Katham. Ishvara is freed. Jagat is Jada. It's a Karya. No complaints from Jagat. Now who is complaining? That's it. So this jiva, there is one somebody says, Ishvara is other than me, and karyam, the effect, that is creation, is also other than me. So when otherness is established, fear is born. Therefore, for those people who consider Ishvara is different from them and Jagat is different from them, for them tesham bhaya anivrittihi. For them, bhaya will not go. Anivritti. Bhaya hamesha rahega. As long as this duality is there, so long the fear continues to exist. Bhaya anivrittihi. Moreover, bhayasya anya nimittatvat. So anya nimittatvat, other causes, nimitta, which is causing fear. So there are other factors or causes which cause fear or existing. Other factors. One is Ishvara, other is Jagat. Okay. And satascha anyasya atmahanau anupattihi. Now, and something different, satascha anyasya atmahanau anupattihi. That means what? And something different, suppose in one thing now, that which is something other than me, an external factor, jansa sunna. What is now established? Ishvara is there, Jagat is there. So Ishvara is something other than me, but Ishvara is real. So that something different from me and that which is real also can never be annihilated. So if there is something other than me, a different factor existing, and it is always real, meaning Tattvam is there, it exists in all three periods of time, and it is other than you, that means your fear will never go. Satascha anyasya atmahanau anupapattihi. So, when real cannot be eliminated, something different, therefore, nacha, moreover, second thing. That means what? Something other than me, which is real, cannot be eliminated. Because it cannot be eliminated, within brackets, fear cannot be eliminated. So, what is mentioned here statement? That which is something other than you, which is real, cannot be annihilated. Implication of that would be, your fear will never go. Though it is not immediately given the next statement as such. So within brackets. Nacha asataha atmalabhavaha. And suppose a non-existing entity is there. What is that? Non-existing entity is there. Suppose it can never come, a non-existing entity or non-existent can never come to real being. It cannot come and emerge as a being suddenly. And suppose you are scared of something which is seen by you apparently. Since it is seen by you apparently, you have to eliminate it, but you are not eliminating it, so it cannot go on its own. It's seen by you. And we don't know how to dissolve it, it will not go on its own. Because you are making that vastu exist. like a hallucination. Who is giving satta, existence, to an hallucinated thing or hallucinated whatever it is? Funny. Suppose you missed an accident and you come home and you share this with everybody. पता नहीं क्या होता होगा, क्या हुआ होगा या क्या होता है. Suppose had I really met, पता नहीं क्या होता. Now, you are surviving? Yes. That means this vichar is useless. No, लग गया तो गाड़ी. You will not be there with this vichar. To do this vichar. You are existing. हाँ. Therefore, you can drop it. No, बार बार वही याद आ रहा है. What would have happened if you really hit the train and a bus or flight or whatever it is that hit you? Really, suppose some vehicle hit you. You will not exist. You would not have existed. That day you would have killed. Then you will not be there to repent, no? Like this to do vichar. So that bhaya is only self-created now. And you can't drop it. So, satascha anyasya atmahana anupatihi nacha asataha atmalabhaha, nor a non-existent emerge into being. Suddenly it cannot, a non-existent cannot come out and become real one day. Meaning what? If it is really real, meaning if it is real, your fear will not go. So this vichar is very beautiful. So, sapekshasya anyasya bhayahetutvam iti chet na. Now this thought we will complete tomorrow, I think, hopefully, about the fear only. So today is enough. Both ho gaya dose. Now that is anya is Ishvara. Suppose that Ishvara associated with dharma, papa, punya, there is Ishvara and who is a karma phaladata, and he is associated with the papa and punya of the jivas, because papa and punya of jivas list he knows, and therefore I have got the great fear born of Ishvara. On that also further thoughts are there. That we will see, slowly we study. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.